Hi, it's Alaska Granny. I enjoy spending time in the winter months in Arizona, but then it just gets too hot. Thanks to the COVID-19 coronavirus, I ended up being down there when it still got so hot. So I bought an 18-inch misting fan at the hardware store. This one's by Atmos, but I think they make other ones. And I thought I would show you how to put it together. Whenever you're opening a big box, start at the bottom, cut it open, and then lift the box off. That just gets you started easier. It comes with a nice heavy base, and then the pole has a white handle on it. Unscrew the white handle, then you're going to look, the base has a couple little notches in it. You want to align the notches with the corresponding slots in the base. Stick it in there, and then reattach that white handle from underneath the base. The pole has an extender on it, so you have to unscrew the adjuster, screw the cap so that you can get the inner handle out so that you can adjust it. Then slide the cap all the way down, screw it back on, and you can see it's got a little rubber part. You want to make sure that the rubber part stays down. Now look at the fan base. It has a blade cap, which you want to unscrew the blade cap. And then there's a plastic nut. You want to also remove the plastic nut. Look at the rear grill. It has a handle on it, which should be up. Place it onto the motor part. Then you want to place it so that the 3 prongs are attached. Now take that plastic nut and screw it back on. That looks like a pin where the fan goes, and you want to line up the notches with that pin. So slide on the blade and then attach that blade cap. Now look at the big front section of the fan. On the inside is the water hose, so let that hang out, and then you want to loosen the 2 screws. Make sure that the logo is right side up, and then you want to snap the front of it over the rest of the fan and tighten those 2 screws. Now if you look at the base where the cord comes out, there's a screw. You need to loosen up that screw. And you can see that it's going to slide into a notch on the pole. Make sure the screw is far enough out. Slide the fan motor part over the pole and then tighten that screw up nicely. It should be secure because it has a notch that holds it in place. Now you can see how you can adjust the fan up and down and make sure that that rubber gasket part is down over the handle because it's a waterproof feature. It has a little bracket for holding the hose or the electrical cord, but I find that neither of them stayed in place very long and it worked fine without them. If you look at the controls, there's several speeds, but it has like a GFCI component to the plug. So when you plug it in, you have to reset it every time so that it helps protect you from, because water and electricity just don't mix. So make sure you always remember that you have to hit the reset on the plug before you can turn on your fan. You're ready to hook up the hose. There's a little like a ball lever, and that controls how much water, so you can open it for more water, less water to come out of your hose. Attach it to your hose. Plug it in, press the reset button, and you're ready to go. There are 3 nozzles where the water sprays out, and I was surprised at how much water comes out and how quickly it comes out and how far it can spray even when the fan isn't turned on. It can oscillate back and forth. Now the fan works great all by itself inside, but if you want to use the water part, don't turn it on with the water inside anywhere because it gets everything pretty wet. Also know that misting fans really do a great job cooling you in a desert type climate, but if you live in a very humid place, it isn't as refreshing and nice as it is if you're in a dry, deserty climate. It's the evaporation of the water that helps cool you. I found this to be a fantastic fan to use on a hot day. Just the fan itself was refreshing, and the addition of the water made it extra nice. It is rather noisy, but it does a great job of cooling the area and keeping you refreshed if you want to use the water misting feature. While I was glad I had this fan and it helped make my stay in Arizona enjoyable, I'm certainly glad to be back in Alaska, where the summers are mild and delightful. I hope my video helped show you how to put this fan together and some of the features of it. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Learn more at alaskagranny.com, and please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.